We have to protect our basic freedoms in this country, and it's under attack right now. The information age is something else, but in the 70s, 80s, 90s, it started to change in the 2000s. But basically, the mainstream media, or the lamestream media, I like to call them, control the narrative through the evil wing of the politics, and usually the Democratic Party. It's the Republicans too, but for the most part, as you can see, what's going on here, it's mostly now they focus probably 95% of their effort through the Democrats because they're easily corrupted and corruptible. But our freedom fighters out here, Tucker Carlson, Donald Trump, Assange, Julian Assange, Andrew Tate, people that are they're trying to cancel and jail, and Tucker Carlson is getting almost 200 million views on 2 videos. I think he's making one today, and basically, Fox came out and said that, hey, we gotta take this guy off the air. They don't want the truth out, ladies and gentlemen, and we know this. But that's why I make these videos, because my channel is shadow banned too. I tried to watch the Trump indictment today, and I tried to type in Newsmax on YouTube, and they were directing me to all different kind of things, and it took me so long to get to Newsmax. It's crazy. I never get any notifications from them. I don't get anything from Newsmax. I literally have to type them in to try to find them, because Newsmax is probably the only true channel out there, and they have advertisers, of course, everybody does, that actually come close to the truth. You know what I mean? And Julian Assange right now is in jail for it, and Tucker Carlson got taken off the air because of the truth. And Donald Trump is being jailed, or they want to jail him, or jail him in the public eye for telling the truth. Andrew Tate was put in jail for telling the truth, and who knows? I could be put in jail for telling the truth. We all can be. And it's not about these individuals. It's about us as a country, and also as in citizens, because this can happen to anybody, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody this can happen to. And I want you guys to understand that this is why we have to fight, ladies and gentlemen. Was this even real? A lot of people think that's fake. So it's crazy. I'm going to make a long video here. I was going to make a couple of them, but I'm going to make a long video. So I've had a lot of you and a lot of people around the country that I know ask me, and I'm going to change the subject here, because I live in Las Vegas. And, because I live in Las Vegas, a lot of things happen here. But one thing I never thought that would happen is we'd have to talk about aliens in Las Vegas. Now, Area 51 is here, and I actually drove the closest I could to get outside the gate to Area 51, which is not that far from here. So let me say this. Let me get this out of the way before I get started with this. First of all, I do believe in aliens, they call them. Basically alien to our human race, and that live on a different planet. Let me explain something to you guys, all right? If you took every grain of sand in the entire world, every grain, right? There are more stars than there are grains of sand on planet Earth. Well, let me say that again. There are more stars than there are grain of sands on planet Earth. And here's what I mean by that. I don't mean planets and comets, and I'm talking about just stars. And what is a star? Star is not just a shiny thing out there. A star is a sun. Our sun is a star. From certain angles and certain planets, wherever you're from, certain things are going to look like stars. Jupiter may look like a star. Saturn may look like a star. They're not stars. There's only one star in this solar system, and that's our sun, which is 93 million or 92 million, something like that, million miles away from us. It takes 8 minutes for the sunlight to reach us, based on its, the speed of light traveling. That light takes eight minutes to get here. So when we're looking at the sun, we're 8 minutes behind. My point is, again, critical thinking. With that math, with that many suns, stars, we have 8 or 9 planets surrounding our sun, right? I'm sure there are more suns out there, or stars, that have more planets. Of course, there's less planets, or no planets. Maybe you have 50 planets or whatever, that have planets that have a life on it. Now we're in the Goldilocks zone, and for those of you who don't know what Goldilocks zone is, it's a story of Goldilocks where she comes in and she has the porridge, and one's too cold, one's too hot, but one in the middle is just right. And that's where the Earth is. We're in the Goldilocks zone where we're not like Mars where we're too far away, and we're not like Venus where we're too close, right? Venus is too hot, Mars is too cold, but we're just right. And in order to what? Have water that won't boil up, to have oxygen and CO2 and all these things that we have that created this particular life here on this planet and these particular lives and species here on this planet. Do I believe there's other planets that have life? Of course. Mathematically speaking, it is literally impossible and very, very arrogant, by the way, to think that we're the only life forms out there. Now, with that being said, okay, do I believe in this story and then the other guy coming out from whatever department he's from, basically being a whistleblower and telling everybody that the secrets that they have been hiding for years? And by the way, Area 51 does have alien technology. I believe the technology that we're using today is in no small part of the alien technology that we've confiscated over the decades of this planet. So I believe in that stuff. Do I believe this story, these two stories, the one out of Las Vegas and this guy? 0% chance, absolutely not. And I'm going to tell you why. First of all, I live in Las Vegas, and I am very familiar with that particular neighborhood over there, right? I have a friend that lives over there, and I don't know if I should say this. So, well, I'm not going to say that part, but let's just say I don't believe it, okay? I don't believe that. So, and the reason why is, besides what I just said, is because if you just look at the interview he had, first of all, the kid was reading off a script. If you saw the videos, they showed the thing flying in and crashing. They showed two videos. I think they show off a dash cam in a cop car, in a police officer's car, and then a police officer's camera vest, or whatever it was. And they showed that. Now, first of all, I don't know anything about alien technology. I don't know. Their molecular structure might be different than ours, but if something's coming in and crashing that hard, it would have caused a lot of damage. If it's the same thermodynamic physics that we have, I don't know if it's the same. I don't know, but he just said, basically the kid said it just made a circle because he was back there fixing his car. He was back there, him and his uncle or whatever, fixing cars. And if you go on and listen to his story, I don't believe it, and I don't believe the other guy. First of all, again, critical thinking. Why in the world would the news media be telling us about this? Right? Why would they tell us about this? We obviously know that things have happened before in this country that they try to hide from us. Why all of a sudden now all these stories come out? And the only reason I'm talking about this, ladies and gentlemen, because people keep asking me about it, and I'm getting calls from. I got friends all over the country because I used to be in the military and I've lived in different places in the country. And plus, I have a YouTube channel now, and I used to have another YouTube channel. So people are asking me this all the time. And the thing is, they're believing it. They're actually believing it. I'm just like, wow. Not saying you shouldn't believe in alien life form or other life forms in another system or another galaxy outside our Milky Way galaxy or outside our solar system. But to believe these stories, no. I mean, guys, we're living in 2023. Why in the world was that not on a video? Now, I know what some of you guys are saying. It could be like the Men in Black, because what the rumor is, there was a van that was following the unidentified flying object that came into our atmosphere, and I believe they do that. If they do come into the atmosphere, you have a van or Men in Black or whoever top agency out of Area 51 to come there and get it. I believe that. But the problem is, where is the video, right? Now, some are going to say, well, they could have confiscated the video. And that's very true. They could have confiscated it. But if you're going to confiscate the video and they don't want you to see anything about it, then why even talk about it in the first place? Because if they're going to go that far and take in the video, I'm pretty sure, I'm not saying they have one of those flashy things like Will Smith and Men in Black to erase your memory, but I'm pretty sure if they don't want you to show a video, I'm pretty sure they don't want you to tell any information or have the information out in the first place. And if they went ahead and tried to fake the video and try to fake these 10-foot men and the spacecraft and all this, and they had to do an elaborate thing about that, people would have, it would have been like a movie set. They would have had to do all this other stuff. So they don't have time for that. But what do they have time for? A witness account, a couple of quick videos, a doorbell, a ring doorbell thing where they heard the explosion and all this other stuff. You know, so let me get that out of the way. I do not believe that. And I actually drove over there the other day, talked to my friend and went over there and saw the house. And yeah, it's not too far from me. So it's crazy. It is kind of cool and stuff that I can be over there, and there's all kind of people out there, you know, all kind of sheeple. Okay. So anyway, so there's a lot of stuff going on. So basically that leads me into this. Don't be fooled by the lamestream media and these politics. It's absolutely nonsense what's going on here. And it's all a distraction, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? The number one thing they want to do is divide us. They want to distract us. And they want to deter us from the truth. And they want to conquer us. And that's what they're doing. But with people like you out here, and people like me and Andrew Tate and Donald Trump, Julian Assange, Tucker Carlson, Benny Johnson, Tim Westwood, I think his name is, all these individual reporters out here, Kim Iverson, you name it, even Marjorie Taylor Greene. I got to give Marjorie Taylor Greene credit, even though I'm pissed off at her about signing that freaking stupid ass debt ceiling bill, which is not a debt ceiling bill. Anyways, she's coming out here, man, and she's on fire when it comes to this trying to impeach Trump thing. She's coming out here every day doing a little press conference talking. So I got to give her credit where credit is due. Still don't trust her fully. But with people out here that are breaking the matrix, okay? And what I mean by the matrix is, and my boy Andrew Tate talks about this all the time. It's a perfect analogy. If you've seen the movie, you already know. You know what an agent is. An agent of the matrix is people that try to fool you or are being fooled in the story. You can be sitting there, and Andrew Tate said this beautifully. I would put the clip in, but it's a long video, so I'm not going to do that. So I'll basically say what he said. And he's absolutely right, because this just happened to me, my friend. You can tell somebody's an agent of the Matrix if it's your family or a friend or somebody you just met. Just be talking to them for an hour, 30 minutes or whatever. Have a completely non-violent conversation, completely just regular conversation. If you bring up the scamdemic, COVID, you know what, if you bring up Donald Trump and say the opposite of what the mainstream media says, now he didn't say this, but talk about January 6th, January 5th, and you believe that, you know, there are agents set up and FBI's BS and all that, you will quickly find out who is an agent. Their whole body changes. And you guys know what I'm talking about. I mean, literally, my friend that was texting me, he started getting emotional about it. It's like, oh man, I don't want to lose our friendship. I didn't say anything about losing our friendship. I mean, this guy was, you know, getting all unhinged, and people do it all the time because they are an agent of the Matrix. You can tell that they're plugged in to CNN and MSNBC. My friend that I showed you the text from the other day, I mean, he was talking so good. If CNN or MSNBC would have heard him, they would have hired him. He would have been right at the desk on CNN and MSNBC, and that's exactly what they want. But what we have to do is, of course, we're unplugged from the Matrix. We already know what time it is. We don't know who Neo is. You know, because Andrew Tate claims to be Morpheus. We don't know who the Neo is out here. You know what I mean? It could be all of us. We could be Neos. But we got to be unplugged. We got to stay unplugged. And we got to get these people unplugged. And I mean that. So don't fall for the okie doke, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fall for the Trump stuff and all this other stuff. Because, again, it ain't about Trump. It's about our freedom. And it's about unplugging. And they're using us for their evil, disgusting plans. And when you know the outcome, and you know the plan, you know why certain things are going on. So I know you guys don't want to hear about Bitcoin. I know some of you guys don't want to hear about silver, but you need both, ladies and gentlemen. Vivek Ramaswamy and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. are two Bitcoiners. They were both at the Bitcoin conference. And Vivek Ramaswamy came out today at the Trump indictment, and boy, he came out guns a-blazing. He came out with a truth hat and a truth little thing, like I said earlier. And he came out there and man, again, he's, you know, I guess he's officially a politician. He's really not. I like the outsiders, man. You know what I mean? Is Robert F. Kennedy Jr. an outsider? Yes and no, because he's really not a politician, but his family were. But to me, they were a good politician because they were killed by these people. And anytime you're killed, or you're trying to be jailed, or you're trying to be silenced, those are people I'm for, because they're against the machine. They're anti-establishment like us, and we need to stay that way. And we need to get our friends and family on the same page. All right, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Let me know about all these subjects. If there's something else you want me to talk about, and I will today. I'm here today. I'm not going to work. I'm just chilling. So if there's something you want to talk about, leave it in the comments, and I'll turn my camera on and I'll make a quick video about it, all right? Thank you guys so much. God bless you and your family. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love.